In today's video, we're going to have a look at this truck whizzing about that you can see, the Flyhal FC610. You're going to see my first couple of drives with it. We're going to see a little bit of off-roading, and of course, I'm going to review it. And welcome to another installment of Tepid Wheels RC with me, Dom. As you saw from the intro there, we're going to be looking at my Flyhal FC610 today. Now, before we get started, can I just say thank you for all the support, positivity, and such from the previous video. I was really humbled by it, and it was more successful than I anticipated. Anyway, let's get on with what we're here for. Well, there it is, the little truck, and after much trial and error, I found the best place to prop it up where you could see it and see what I'm doing is on the side of the electric wheelchair there. And you can see there's a massive lump missing out the front of it. That's going to be coming in another video. I was led astray by other RC YouTubers. I thought it'd be a good idea to go skate park bashing, and well, that happened. We can see on the bumper there, we've got lights and we've got a light bar on the roof that also acts as a roof skid to protect it a little bit. We've got 4 body pins holding the top on as usual, and we'll spin it around. We have a rear bumper to give the rear a bit of protection there. We've got no brake lights on the back, but who needs those? I don't know if you can see there. We'll see if we can move in a little bit. We've got a set of see-through windows so you can see all the electronics and gubbins going on in there. You can probably see there we've got double wishbone oil-filled shock-over suspension. I'll take the body off in a minute so you can have a better look at that. And we have metal drive shafts, front and rear, always good. There's also a neat little trick this car has under the body that some of you may already know about, that you don't often see on budget RCs. I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. So the special feature the Flyhal FC610 has that you normally only see on the higher end RCs is a center differential. So not only can it meter the power to each wheel from the front or the back axles, but there's also a differential in the amount of power going between the front axle and the rear axle. So 50% of it can go to the front and 50% of it can go to the back, or it can differ depending on what the wheels are doing. So if the front wheels start to come off the ground, it immediately sends more power to the front to put those wheels back down again, making it more stable, less likely to wheelie, and all of that kind of stuff. If you want the car to be a bit more crazy and wheelie and all those kind of things, you can change the thickness of the oil inside the differential. The reason I'm not going to take the body off the car again and show you is because if I did that, all you'd see is a black plastic cover. It's not very visual, and if I took that cover off, oil would go everywhere. It would all be a big mess, and someone would have to come and clear it up, and they wouldn't be very happy. So there it is with the body off. We have a 550 size brushed motor with the heatsink on it, and given that this is only 1/12 scale, although it says 1/10 scale on the box, the HBX2995, which shares the chassis with this, and it actually says on the bottom, manufacturer high boxing, is a 1/12 scale car. So it's actually 1/12 scale, but for a truck of this size, that 550 can size motor is actually quite big. Sorry. We've got a combined ESC and receiver, also with a heatsink on it, and you can see there a Dean's plug. One little criticism I have of this truck is that the battery tray is really small. When we get to the what's in the box bit, I'll show you the size of the 1600 milliamp hour 2S LiPo it comes with. Gives you about 10 minutes of runtime, but fortunately it does come with 2 of them. The body is still connected to the chassis even when it's off by this wire here that is connected to the light controller inside the body. I mean, plus point for HBX there, they did put a nice long bendy wire so that you can get the body off and get in and get everything you need to without the body being in the way. The Rocketan and the 14301 that is going to be reviewed in another video both have really short wires for the lights, which is annoying when you take the body off and try to put the battery in and all that stuff. As I said, oil-filled shock absorbers there. Plastic bodied, adjustable collars, which is nice. You can adjust the ride height and so on. Mine aren't so oil filled at the moment because of all the abuse this thing has taken. And in a second, we're going to go through what we get in the box with our Flyhal FC610. All right then, let's go through all this business on the table that you get in your box with your Flyhal FC610. There's not a lot of it, but there's not a lot of stuff you need, let's be honest. We have your cross wrench for undoing wheels, making sure they're nice and tight, all that kind of stuff. We have 2 sets of these stickers. Oh, that leads me on to a thing about the stickers, hold on. You see, that set has been used, but you've seen there's no stickers on my car. That's because I made a bit of a balls up. One of my support workers, Tom, if you're watching this, big shout out to you fella, he put the stickers on the car, and then I realised there's a clear film when the RC is new that you have to take off before you put the stickers on. When I damaged said film, I realised it was there, took it off, took the stickers with it. The big ginger brummy wasn't very happy about that. Next we have, let me get this out of the way, your instruction manual. I'm not even going to open it, it's completely pointless. It tells you some stuff about battery safety, how to charge it, how to operate the transmitter, all that kind of thing, but no part numbers, no exploded diagrams, none of that stuff. Read it, don't read it, I'm not your mum, do what you want. I didn't read it, I haven't exploded yet. We've got, we've got your USB charger that plugs into the balance lead of the battery. I've just realised I've forgotten to get the batteries out. Hold on, sorry about that. We have 2 of these 7.4 volt, 1600 milliamp hour, what's the rating? Got a 30C, sorry. LiPos with Dean's connectors there. You're going to get, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes per battery kind of runtime out of those. Not a massive amount of runtime, but they're not massive batteries. I did mention that earlier. The chassis design means you can only put these tiny little shorty packs in it. I would like to see it possible to put bigger batteries in it, but I don't know what they're going to shave off the chassis to be able to do that. Next we have, of course, our transmitter. Super duper basic. You've got your steering trim and your throttle jaw right there. There's a servo reverse switch above the on switch. Let me turn it on. There we go. It'll flash when the car is not turned on, and will go solid when it is on. So will the headlights on the car. Actually, the headlights on the car will flash when it's not connected to the transmitter, and they'll go solid when it is connected. The headlights also flash when the battery is running out, which is useful because, you know, when it does that, you need to bring the car back to you, rather than other cars that I've got that just stop when the battery dies and you never know when you're going to have to go and get it. You do, as with most of the time, have to provide your own batteries for the transmitter. That one takes 2 AA's. It's quite a nice transmitter, actually. Foam grip on the wheel. You can probably see that. Always good, makes them nicer to operate, nicer to use. Quite enough of me prattling, even I'm getting annoyed with the sound of my own voice at this point. Next we're going to see a montage of the first couple of runs of this car. It was my first ever run. This is the first bit you're going to see. Then you're going to see a few attempts of me jumping it and all that kind of stuff. And then I took it up on the moors with my brother. He doesn't really say a lot, he's autistic like I am. That's why I struggle doing these bits, talking to you, but there we are. There's a lot of laughing and giggling from Ricky the cameraman, but that's what it's all about. Everybody's having fun. I would appreciate it very much if you could like, subscribe and comment on the video. I do enjoy replying to all of your comments and your questions, and I'll see you next time here on Tepid Wheels RC.
First day out with the new toys. Boy's loving it, isn't he? He's loving it, Peter, absolutely loving it. told him to start doing reviews on YouTube with the company that makes them. So we're going to send him a couple of videos because he's funny with his banter, isn't he? And he's so excited, mate. His gravelly voice and a market for kids in wheelchairs, a few adaptations. You absolutely love it, mate. Look at that. Not working? Yes, it's working. Ready? What we're going to hang on? 3, 2, 1, go! Sam's crashed again. 2-0 to the dumpster.
I wasn't even remotely straight. I still didn't crash.
The speed of it. That's a bit of kit for the money, Dom, that. Holy shit. He shifts, mate, doesn't he?
So it's only a 550 brush motor. It gets the wriggle off.
That's as fast as those petrol ones, I would say, you know.
And that's 17 miles an hour.
That's faster than 17 miles an hour, isn't it? Surely.
I don't know, I haven't got GPS to put. I'm crap at steering. I've thought of an improvement. Less sensitive steering.
Go.
This has just become a driving test. I went off the side, I could do better than that.
Oh, you can. Take a run up. That's what I would do. Make it past the bend and take a proper run up. He's done it again. 6 foot here. Beauty, that one. Get it this time. Got it? Well, you could do that if you tried, Tom.
We've lost a body pain and it's stuck.
Whack a cotton bud for it. So watch the old guy there. Right, go. Lovely, isn't it? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Fine.
As long as you're alright with it, mate.
Hey!
Go.
It's worth pointing out at this point that despite my protestations of what it's
Tell you
fine
what, mate, it's
and
perfect,
telling
isn't it?
Ricky to
Go.
stop worrying about puddles, it was in fact not fine. I had to save the car the next day with a hairdryer because the receiver got water in it. So don't drive your FC610 in deep puddles, you'll break it.
You're loving it, ain't you? Whoa!
Stop worrying about puddles.
Tell you what, mate, he shifts, doesn't he? What's that car?
Watch my upcoming video to see how this happened.